Come back to Unit 2, Test Review. This is number 26 to 30. We are going to be simplifying the following quotients to a single complex number. So you are going to be using your conjugate, okay? So for number 26, we want to get rid of the I in the denominator, so we're going to multiply it times your conjugate, which is negative 6I, just like that. I like my students to put parentheses around them, otherwise they might forget and they will not multiply, okay? So, continue on. 6I times negative 6I is negative 36I squared, and you will see what I will do with that in a little bit. And then I'm going to multiply negative 7 times 6I, or you can go 6I times negative 7 plus 7I. Means the same thing, okay? Continue with your math. I squared means a negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 36 makes that a positive 36. And I'm going to distribute. 6I times negative 7 is positive 42I. Negative 6I times 7I is negative 42I squared. Okay? As you can see, I squared is a negative 1. 42 times negative 1 makes this one a positive 43. So write your answers in the form of A plus BI. So I'm going to write 43 plus 42I, all of that over 36. Look at your three numbers. Any number that goes into 43, 44, and 36 other than 1. So this is your final solution. Okay. 27, we're going to get rid of the I, so we're going to multiply it times the conjugate as well. So I'm going to put parentheses around these guys. The conjugate is negative 4 plus I. What you do to the denominator, we do to the numerator, because we like to keep it as 1. Okay? Take care of the denominator first. Now, as you can see, what we did in class was, notice how these two, the last two terms are exactly the opposite, so the middle term is going to cancel itself out. So negative 4 times negative 4 is 16, okay? I'll do this here just so you guys can see before I do over here. So negative 4 times negative 4 plus I minus I times negative 4 plus I, because I just want to show you guys how it distributes. So I'm just doing the last two right here. So you got 16 minus 4I plus 4I minus I squared. Now, this is what I wanted you guys to notice. Do you notice how these two cancels out? Okay? So all you have left is 16 minus I squared. And what is I squared the same thing as? Negative 1. So what's negative 1 times negative 1 makes this a positive 1. So you will see how that middle term cancels out every single time. Okay? Then I'm going to continue with the top. So 10 times negative 4 plus I times negative 4 plus I. Okay? Continue with your math. Distribute. So negative 40 plus 10I minus 4I plus I squared, all of that over 17. That's 10I. Continues on. That comes out to be negative 1. So negative 40 minus 1 is negative 41. 10I minus 4I is positive 6I. All of that over 17. A plus BI form. Anything that goes into 41, 6, and 17? Nope. So there's your final solution. Okay. Number 28. We got to get rid of that I in the denominator, so we're going to take the conjugate. What is that conjugate? 8 minus 9I. What you do to the denominator, do to the numerator. We got to keep it balanced, got to keep it 1. Okay? So 8 times 8 is 64. Positive 9I times negative 9I is negative 81I squared. Remember how the middle term always cancels out? Because these are opposites. Okay? So now you have 5I times 8 is 40I. 5I times negative I is negative 45I squared. makes that a positive 45, because negative 1 times negative 45 is positive, and makes this a positive 81 as well. Okay? Continue with your math. 64 plus 81 leaves you 145. And then you got 45 plus 40i. Alright? Take a look. You got 45, 40, and 145. Any number that goes into all three of those. Well, 5. So I'm going to divide everything by 5. Okay? 45 divided by 5 leaves you 9. 40 divided by 5 leaves you 8. 145 divided by 5, leaves you 29. So your final answer is 9 plus 8i over 29. And there's your final answer for number 28. 29. Got to get rid of that I in the denominator again, so I'm going to multiply it times the conjugate, which is 10 minus 2i. Just like that. I'm going to put parentheses around those. That's just to remind me that I need to group them together so I do not add and subtract. Okay? Let's carry your denominator first. 10 times 10 is 100. Now, I know that middle term is going to cancel. Keep going back to that. So I can just go 2i times negative 2i is negative 4i squared. Okay? And this right here becomes plus 4. Let's take care of the top. So, we're going to have negative 9 times 10 minus 2i plus 3i times 10 minus 2i. Continue to multiply. 100 plus 4, 104. Negative 9 times 10 is negative 90 plus 18i, I am distributing, plus 30i minus 6i squared. Okay? See that square? Negative 1 times negative 6 is positive 6. Simplify. Take care of your real numbers first. Negative 90 plus 6 is negative 84. 18i plus 30i comes out to be positive 48i. All of that over 104. Okay? Do you guys see anything you can simplify with? Well, I want to see if 4 goes into all of them. So what you can do is you can go 84 divided by 4 works. 48 divided by 4 works. See it right there? And then 104 divided by 4 works. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it by 4 first. That gives you negative 21. This gives you 12. And this gives you 26. Okay? Looking at that again, is there anything that you can simplify all of them by? How about 3, 2, no. So your final solution for this one is negative 21 plus 12i divided by 26. They can be simplified some more, but they can't because of this 21. Okay? So this is your final solution for number 29. Number 30. Okay? Take a look at number 30. Now, I would multiply all of that times the conjugate, but let's take care of all that first, and we can deal with the conjugate later. Because if you will simplify the numerator, it will make it a lot easier for you. So I'm going to start right here, so that way I can have more room if I need to, okay? So I'm going to take negative 3 times 4 minus 10i plus 2i times 4 minus 10i. And then I'm just going to carry those over. I want to go ahead and distribute this guy, okay? Continue to distribute. So guess what you have? Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 plus 30i plus 8i minus 20i squared minus 10 minus 2i. Okay? Don't forget, I need to divide all of that by negative 7 minus i. So let me put a bracket around this so it shows that I did not forget. Okay? There we go. Continue on with your math. Anything you can simplify? Well, yeah, this becomes a positive 20. So let's go ahead and combine some like terms. Negative 12 plus 20 minus 10 comes out to be negative 2. 30i plus 8i minus 2i comes out to be positive 36i. All of that over negative 7 plus I. Got to get rid of your I in the denominator, so we're going to multiply all of this times your conjugate, which is what? Negative 7 plus I, negative 7 plus I. Okay? Negative 7 times negative 7 is 49. Negative I times I is minus I squared, which comes out to be a positive 1. Because negative times a negative is a positive. Then you have negative 2 times negative 7 plus I, plus 36i times negative 7 plus I. Okay? Continue with your math, and let's go ahead and distribute. So 14 minus 2i plus 36 times 7 is, that should be a negative. Let's see if I can make that a negative. So it looks like a negative. Okay. Negative 252i plus 36i squared. And I would immediately change that to a negative 36. 49 plus 1 is 50. Continue to simplify. 14 minus 36 comes out to be negative 22 minus 254i over 50. Okay? Anything that goes into all of those. Let's try 2. Negative 22 divided by 2 is negative 11. Negative 254 divided by 2 is negative 127, and this is 25. So, your final solution is negative 11 minus 127i all over 25. And there you have your number 26 through 30. Good luck.